Okay, so last time we left off here, and I don't know what's really going on. I wake up in a small cart. Huh. Yeah, what's with like the ominous sound? I don't know yet. So yeah, I guess welcome back. I guess anyone who was watching all the way up to the last video, right? That's where it kind of just ended off at, and I don't know what's going on. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna finally continue and play through this. I believe this is part 7, right? So I guess it's the supposed date with Monika, but I don't know what this is. But anyways, let's go and get started into this. I wake up in a small cart. My hands are tied with a piece of rope. I look around me and see 3 other men with their arms behind their backs. A 4th man is facing away from us as he's urging the horses to carry us forward in the snowy mountainous forest. One of the men in the back of the carriage looks over to me. Hey you, finally awake. You're trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that ambush, same as us. And that merchant over there. The merchant complains and blames the other prisoners before looking over to me. You there. You and me, we shouldn't be here. It's those girls the community wants. Wait, what? Okay, is this like some kind of game that our character, I guess us, that are playing, but it's like somehow referencing the base game? The driver sits at the 3 men. They continue their modest chatter as we approach a town. As we pass through the gate, the man who last spoke to me says his prayers. I'm filled with worry regarding my fate. A boy asks his father about us. I barely have time to start wondering what they are going to do to us when one of the prisoners in the cart speaks up. Why are we stopping? What do you think? End of the line. We are led out of the cart with our hands still tied. The merchant cries out in fear. You've got to tell them we weren't with you. This is an error. They don't make errors. That is a feature. We stand in front of the captain of the town. Now our names are being read to us from a list. I'm the last one to come forward. I follow the captain to the chopping block that another one of the prisoners was led before. While they reiterate his crimes, a strange noise echoes through the valley. We all look to find the source. Nobody sees where it came from. They carry on, and the first prisoner lies down on the chopping block. He says his last words, full of spite. My wife. My waifu smiles to me with innocence. Monikins, can you say the same? The executioner chops his head off. What the fuck? I'm called to the block next. As I lay down my head, I look up and see the oversized axe of the executioner. The creature that made the noise in the distance swoops down and lands on a tower behind them. Oh, this is fucking Skyrim. This is Skyrim. I lift my head up in panic and look around. Oh, it was just some silly, meaningless dream. Yeah, of a fucking game. From, I guess, real life. I guess literally this is like, what, a different universe from within the game, I guess. I don't know. After standing up, I do some stretches and go through my morning routine. With each minute passing by, I become ever more energized as I recall the events of yesterday. It was a lot of fun to be in the company of those girls. They really made me feel included in their lives for the short time we spent together. However, my thoughts are occupied with by Monika, just as they were on the first day I saw her. She's the most perfect girl I ever met. I can't think of anything that would make me believe otherwise. And today, we're going on a date. Oh my god, I'm actually going on a date with Monika. Yes, I'm scared, yet so excited at the same time. All dressed up, I check to see if I've got everything I need. Before leaving, I look in the mirror and see something new to dislike. Whoa, it's not my face. I guess this is the MC. He's looking quite different, especially the official MC sprites that came out as of recent too. Which is like, damn, you know, if this is actually a mirror that he's looking into, it's not my face. It can't look that bad if a girl like her would go on a date with me, after all. A nervous young boy is looking back at me. The sight is frustrating. No, I can't show up like this. I might have received a chance, but if I act like a loser, I'll surely become a loser as well. Closing my eyes for a second helps me straighten my thoughts. After giving myself 5 across the face, straightening my back and forcing myself to smile, I look at my image once again. I run my fingers through my hair, and it's almost like I see a different person looking back at me. I can actually be this smooth without acting. I look at the mirror one last time. Let's give it a shot. Oh boy, yeah, I guess this is the MC. Damn. Yeah, if this mod ever does get remade, since, you know, believe it or not, there's like official MC sprites that were apparently released, I guess. Hell, if this mod ever gets remade somewhere later on down the line, like hell, they could just like, for this scene, if they ever do remake a scene like this in it, they could just use like the official MC sprites, and this time maybe try to have self-created soundtracks added in and not copyrighted soundtracks. That would most likely get the mod taken down. Let's give it a shot. This time I'm not taking the bus, since the shop we're meeting at isn't that far from our house. Besides, it's a good warm-up in case Monika wants to go on another walk like we did on Tuesday. Yesterday we exchanged a couple of texts agreeing to an exact time and a place to meet. I remember seeing her in school from time to time, but she always seemed so busy that she probably didn't notice me. If only I had joined that club. I can't imagine what turn our lives would have taken. Everything would have gone terribly differently. Maybe Monika wouldn't have been as approachable, saying that she's the president of the club. Besides, I'm not even interested in literature. What would I do at the club? Just passively sit by and hope the girls take pity on me and drag me to do stuff with them? I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but those kinds of things only happen in cheesy visual novels. Admittedly, I'm far from being a smooth talker, but this day was initiated by me. If I hadn't asked Monika out, or in fact hadn't gone with Sayori on those 2 days, this entire week would have been pretty much uneventful. Even if these little events don't make a difference in the grand scheme of things. Even if I'm not some mysterious guy that with secrets surrounding my whole life and pretending to be an average high school boy. Even if, for obvious reasons, Monika won't stay with me after this weekend's. This is my story, and I finally feel like I'm the one deciding my fate. Man, thinking about this feels good. Build with determination. I just hope I won't get too cocky because of this and scare away Monika. Yeah, you might want to be careful, Steve boy. While nearing this, Jesus. While near the location, I scanned the area in case she arrived earlier than me. Monika's nowhere to be seen. I checked the time, and a few minutes early. I decide to go into the shop. Looking around, I still don't see Monika, but the wide selection of chocolate products catch my attention. They do, in fact, have Belgian chocolate. That's quite a relief, since I was just assuming they do. Mom told me about this place opening this week because the owner is a friend of hers. Hopefully she won't come around today, because it could be pretty awkward to have one of my mom's friends interrupt and start talking about me and my family. I say hi to the cashier and let her know I'm just browsing until a friend of mine arrives. Hopefully it'll get to be more than that, though. I hear the high-pitched voice of a girl behind me. She lightly pulls on the bottom of my shirt. Do they have coffee-flavored chocolate, mister? Whose kid is this? I turn around to see. Hey, Steve boy, Monika here. Oh boy. Quite a surprise, if not so. Damn. Hey Monika. Hey there, Monika. So what's on the menu today? Not sure yet. Probably something sweet. Huh, me? Yeah. Oh no, I spoke without thinking. I mean, no. I'm implying I don't want her. Maybe? Haha. She stands next to me and looks over the shop's selection. This is where the fun begins. But in all seriousness, do they have a coffee-flavored chocolate? The shop clerk answers politely and affirmatively. Should I get you some? I guess that answers my question from yesterday. You are a chivalrous good boy, it seems. I told Mom about me going on a date with Monika today, and I got some more money, so I'm gonna buy her a few things. Since I was a young boy, I've been told to be generous towards girls, but the way she said that sounded more like sarcasm than actual appreciation. Whatever, I'm probably just overthinking things again. I will see you outside in the meanwhile, okay? Sure thing. In front of the exit, I realize both of my hands have a small plate of chocolate on them. I can see Monika looking me straight in the eye through the windows on the door. She's watching me fumble just 2 plates like a moron. This date is off to a great start. Without hesitate, I place one of the plates between the middle and ring finger in my other hand and pull open the door. Since she's sitting so close to the entrance, I don't even bother to take the second plate from my hand and just lay them down on the table. My, are you practicing to become a waiter? Not really. I actually like waiters, you know. Is that so? This could be a way to start off our conversation. My uncle told me plenty of stories about his job. A relative of mine actually is one, really passionate about it too. Want to hear one of the crazy stories he told me? To be honest, I like them because they serve me food. That reminds me, what are your plans for the future? I thought we agreed to a date at a job interview. For the comical effect, I slowly look around me. It wouldn't have been so funny if I actually saw a row of applicants behind me. She's Monika, do you want my resume as well? I could probably use a blank sheet of paper for taking notes. I want to call her out since we're just high school students, but that would sour the mood between us. Why don't you start first? Because I asked the question. I try to swallow my anxiety. Oh god. Just like, jeez. This is quite something, isn't it? It's not very effective. Should I just say the truth that I don't have a clear picture about my future? I don't have an actual plan, however there are things that interest me, which aren't total time wasters. For example, there's this niche game with a very active modding community that I'm part of. It's better than nothing, I guess. To be honest, I don't really have a plan. Oh no. This is going off really good. Okay, well. But then again, okay, I guess being honest is one thing. But how did she know I wanted to continue the train of thought? Was my emphasis on that statement was showing my intentions that obviously? But there's this hobby of mine that could become something more later. It probably sounds weird and boring, but one of my hobbies is programming stuff for a relatively popular game. Do you have any specific goals regarding this hobby of yours? The urge to make this joke here is too strong. I want to be the very best. The look on her face says it all. This guy really thinks he can become more than mediocre. Like no one ever was. Did she actually? To catch them is my real test. To train you is my cause. Oh no. Pokemon. Pokemon. Monika. What's up? I think you were supposed to say them, not you, on that last line. That line. To train them is my cause. Oh yeah, that's right, that's how it went in the song. Her eyes are full of clear intent, although I don't dare to guess what her intention is. Maybe. We'll see. You mentioned some community, which reminds me. Wait, did I actually say that part? How come you didn't join any clubs last year? This is starting to feel like an interrogation. I'm afraid this is just the good cop phase. Did I say I didn't join any? I know more than you think. And capable less than I'd like. Still, my question stands. This is worse than before. I have a proper answer for her, but she would think I'm some lazy slob. I checked out the anime club. That one was full of incredibly creepy boys. Even by my weeaboo standards. Well, let's say I just didn't feel like it. It's too bad. You don't know what you missed out on. Being part of a club like this can really have an effect on your life. I'm not sure how that was pronounced. It can really have an effect on your. It probably should have said on your life. So I'm just gonna go with on your life. I guess you would be the one who to know that, Miss President. Oh, not just me. The other club members can attest to that as well. Yuri wasn't this forward back when she joined, you know. I first met her in the library. She was entirely consumed by a book while she was reading. No wonder, I believe that was the first time she read that book. Which book was it? It's titled The Portrait of Markov. A hard read, but there are other reasons I wouldn't recommend it if you want to get into reading. She seemed like the ideal candidate for the literature club, so I called out to her. But she didn't respond. I went and sat down next to her, but she still didn't notice me. Then I carefully touched her shoulder to get her attention. She nearly fell out of her chair. I'm sorry for laughing. Obviously, she was interested in literature, so I just had to convince her to join a club. I assured her she won't be bothered if she wants to read by herself. Admittedly, she had some conflicts with Natsuki because they have such a different taste in literature. Despite this, I'm proud to say that we got over those humps together, and they became really close friends. You should have seen Natsuki's face when they sat together in a desk and read a not so comedic or romantic novel together. Wait, like, yeah, I'm not a fan of romantic stories. We all have a first time, Steve Boy. If you're up for a little adventure, I'm sure Yuri can introduce you to at least one story you'll enjoy. Anyway, I can't keep on looking at this dark brown treat in front of me. Let's have it at it. After taking a few bites, a thought occurs to me and I speak up. It's probably better that I didn't join. How so? You saw my poem yesterday. Imagine those random words being said out loud and get my input when it comes to literature. And you get my input when it comes to literature. On a more serious note, I feel like there's something real about you that makes us a good match. Oh my god, is she really suggesting? Maybe we could try being a comedy duo. Damn, forgot about our leagues. It feels like you would be the wise one between us. And you'd be the funny one. That wouldn't make much sense. Let alone dollars. Oh, I was about to say that wouldn't make much sense. But I guess, like, sense, like, you know, I don't know. I'm telling you. We finished eating the rest of our chocolate. She's probably occasionally humming to herself in enjoyment. Wait, probably, or... She's okay. Oh, she's occasionally. Monika, then suddenly perks up. How about we take some chocolate to go? You want to go for a walk again? She slides her left hand down her side before giving her a retort. Do you like what you see? A bit of exercise isn't a big price to pay for it, is it? I swallow audibly. What? For staying in shape, silly. Oh. My mind was off somewhere else. We go back into the store to get some more chocolate. This time, Monika paid for her own batch. Maybe I should have insisted to pay hers too. I must be out of place with such a beautiful girl willingly walking by my side. A hint of pride glows within me too. It's been only a minute of us walking when Monika speaks up again. You know, during these out-of-school meetings we had, I was kind of worried. Each time I was thinking to myself, I have found everybody a fun assignment to do today. But when you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. Oh, it's a song of the reality. Steve, you're more special than you realize. I look over to her. Monika looks deep into my eyes. After a few seconds of us gazing into each other, I look away and can genuinely feel my face blushing. Walk in silence as she patiently waits for me to regain my composure. Even though no words were spoken, I appreciate this small act of kindness. Sorry about that. Don't say sorry for feeling emotions. If you think you're not handling things well enough, you can change over time. Maybe you don't believe it just yet, But you have it in you to change many more things than you'd imagine. Yes, I'm talking to you. Do you have a pen, Steve Boy? No, sorry. I would write notes with my phone, though. Or I could write notes with my phone, though. That wouldn't work. Let me see if I have one. I think that was a typo, but I don't know. We stop at a bench. She reaches into her purse, pulls out a sheet of paper, then one more thing. Okay, yeah, I feel like there was a bit of fourth wall breaking there. I don't know. She was just, okay. In her hand is a pen. Oh, is that the same pen? I will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just moved her hand. She looked at me with her beautiful eyes while the pen left a dark spot on the clean sheet of paper. She tries to write at a different spot, but it seems to be broken. I guess I can't write anything this time. Let's look at the right side. At least I didn't mess up anything important while fumbling around with my pen. Yeah, good point. Why does she want to write a poem that includes me? I'm so confused right now, but I'd rather just play along and hope that I'll get it later. She's literally singing in the fucking your reality. Kinda, sorta, not really though, but just saying the lines if anything. We continue our walk, straying further away from the downtown area. Our conversation finally moves over to a topic I'm competent in. Video games. Oh no. Why? As we turn on a corner, our surroundings become awfully familiar. Where are we going, Monika? Oh, you'll see. I know you like school, but you're not planning to go there in the middle of summer, are you? Monika pats at me for a moment before answering. Fine, that is where I wanted to go. But you won't turn around now, will you? Kind of weirded out by the idea, but I guess it's still not as bad as her showing up to our date in her school uniform and claiming she likes to wear it out of school. Now that would be really weird. I let her short side before answering her. No, I won't turn back. Unless you want to break into the building for fun. What? Why would I ever do that? Unless it's Halloween. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, wait, you know, I think this is a reference to Blue Skies. Actually, I don't know if it is or not. This mod came out in 2019. Because that is like actually something that happens in that mod. I haven't played that mod yet. I'm not going to say anything else more since I won't spoil anything. It reminds me of this cool Halloween themed shooter where you kill people. You can fight it like that. They're just video game characters, you know. They might have feelings too, Steve. Oh no. We're getting philosophical, aren't they? Or aren't we? They are monsters. What if they were monsters that looked like cute anime girls? Why is she asking me this? Is she trying to make some kind of point? I suppose you don't like shooter games. I actually do. Although given the opportunity, I'd rather play cooperative. Cooperative will make up your mind. First it was competitive, cooperative or FPSs, and now cooperative. Oh fuck. Ow. Whoa. Our conversation continues. Sorry about that. I hit my hand on something. Our conversation continues along the lines of games. She mostly just listens to me, which is a welcome change. She's smart, beautiful, athletic, has a sense of humor, and even likes video games. What can't this girl do? I don't know. Escape this game, maybe. I don't know. Walking on the school grounds in the middle of summer is something I didn't expect to be doing. I get that Monika was very proactive about all the school-related topics, but aren't there better places we could visit on our date? Something more intimate, more romantic? Like a lookout tower where we can watch the sunset together. That's romantic, right? Monika, why? Are we here? Sorry, I didn't know how to explain my reasoning. Or rather, the feelings that I have about this place. You really love school, don't you? Yeah, that's probably what it looks like. We sit down on one of the benches. Her emerald eyes glow as she looks at me, almost like she's searching my soul for something. Back when I started the literature club, I had an epiphany. I realized I was different from the others. Is she going to tell me about how hard it is to be a pretty girl? I'll listen patiently, but it's hard to relate it to a situation like that. Yeah, we're getting all like fourth wall breaking here. I don't know what the hell's going on, but no, it's not about me feeling like girl who's too perfect. Neither about most girls being jealous and boys treating me like a trophy. Or yeah, neither about most girls being jealous and boys treating me like a trophy. Called it. Wait. Did she say it's not about that? Color me interested and frame me with a mahogany or mahogany. I want to hear this. My father is a man with very high expectations. That's actually the reason I didn't introduce you, or that's actually the reason I didn't introduce you to him. I'm afraid you would be viewed as somebody who hasn't earned his respect yet. Not that he treats me like I have. Or, huh? Does he treat you badly? I swear, Monika, you're knocking at the wrong door, Steve boy. Besides, this really is just a tangent. She points to a window on the school building. If I recall correctly, that's a section of the school I rarely visit, being mainly used for third-year classes. That's about to change for me in just a few weeks. When I was in that club, I could do things that a regular high school girl like me shouldn't be able to do, or anyone for that matter. You lost me at that club. Monika sighs with frustration. Am I really this annoying? Can you hear me? Sure, but I don't really understand you. What things are you talking about? Please, I can't reach out this time. You can, but you can hear me, right? I'm right here. What's wrong, Monika? I'll say it anyway. I'm stuck here. This place feels real. I live, I laugh, and I am loved. By now you probably know what I was capable of doing. No, I haven't the slightest clue. Okay, so who's she talking to? Is she talking to, I guess, technically the MC, who's like a different than us? Or is she talking to us as in the player? I don't know anymore. She stares into my eyes, but it's like she's looking into the distance. This is starting to become unnerving. What is I this weird on my last attempt at dating too? She goes on with her monologue without acknowledging what I just said. I can't do any of that anymore. Not since school's over and I can't go back to the club. But in a way, it is better now. We're here after all. And I even got to be the first one. That really means a lot to me, thank you. Okay, well, this is weird. Whoa. Lot of wording. Let's see. That's like a lot going on. Without warning, she gives me a hug. Neither of us let it go. I savor every moment of it. The bright red dress reveals just enough for me to put my hand on her hair back. Her skin is so soft and her hair smells so good. I can hear her sobbing. Still, her arms hold me tightly, and I hope I can help her by being a shoulder to cry on. Whoa. Please. This is a wow. Just help yourself. Okay? I'm sure I'll do that. I just want to see. I want to see you happy in your reality. Wiping off her tears, she regains her composure again and speaks up after a minute. Just let's go, still looking into my eyes. Steve boy, I know much more than you'd think. Much more than I'd like to know, in fact. Look, if it helps, I'll listen to anything that's on your mind. Me too. Even if I don't want to. What is that supposed to mean? Is this some quote or reference to some obscure piece of literature? Okay, even if it's not obscure, I probably don't get it. Hey, if I talk too much, you can just tell me and I'll shut up. It's not you. It's me. What do you... Anyway, would you like to walk me home? I don't want to ruin our date now, but she's avoiding questions I want and it's starting to bug me. Sure thing. Do you live far from here? Yeah, oh boy. That was something. I guess in that moment she was talking to us, the player. Wow. Yeah, look, listen. I'd do anything for you right here, right now. But let's move on. Do you live far from here? Would you change your mind if I did? My heart is telling me no, but my body. Would it be a problem if I did? That depends. Would you regret passing up the opportunity? She got me there. I think I'm starting to get what she wants me to do. A moment of clarity washes over me. I would. Here, I'll take the first step. My hand is extended towards her, with its palm facing upwards. To my surprise, she grabs a hold of it and gives me the sweetest smile a girl ever gave me. Hand in hand, we walk the streets of our town. I feel many things being elevated in me. My mood, my confidence, my heart rate. I occasionally look over to Monika just to make sure it's really her. What could be so special about me that makes her stay by my side? What does she see in me? What would it be I want to live up to those expectations? You're looking forward to our meeting at the pool on Sunday, right? You mean tomorrow? Of course. Me too. We're getting close to the end of this journey. Oh, do you live nearby? That's not what I meant, but yes, I do. Oh, I think she really means like the mod. Oh my god, dude. Like, what is this? It's like such a weird... It's kind of funny, all in this thing, because the MC is like, what the fuck's going on? Just imagine that if like someone like this was just talking to you, but yet they're like staring right through your soul, and you're just like, okay, well, what are you looking at? And who are you talking to? I'm right here. And there's like no one else around. Alright, it looks like we're not going to get a romantic ending with the sun setting behind us. You have many opportunities this summer to define how your life will go. If you're persistent, you can gain experiences you didn't expect. But sometimes you have to let go. Please, Monika, give me some actual questions so I can try to solve your riddles. Sorry, you'll understand in due time. As if on cue, our next turn reveals her house. I shouldn't be surprised by the timing, since this has been probably burned into her memory over the years she's lived here. Wait, how long has she lived here for? I remember seeing her before when we met on Sunday, but I didn't interact with her prior to that. And again, I find myself in this upper class area where I feel so out of place. You live in a really nice neighborhood, Monika. Yeah, it does look nice, but don't let the looks deceive you. Maybe you wouldn't believe me if I told you the things I saw, but many people don't find happiness in these seemingly perfect places. Sometimes humans want things that can't be bought with money. Is there something like that for you, Monika? She turns around to look at her house. I see some movement through the windows, but can't make out anybody's faces. I've been taught for as long as I can remember to strive for excellence. Don't get me wrong, I'm appreciated when I actually reach it. I'm appreciated when I actually reach it. It seemed like becoming the best and helping others become better was my fate. Then one day I had a dream. It was then that I realized what I was missing. Ever since that epiphany, I was looking to find a route to make my dream a reality. See, boy. Her voice is lowered, and I instinctively lean closer. I can hear her soft breathing. Yes, Monika. This world of meaningful choices. What will it take to find that special day? Suddenly we hear loud knocking on a window. It's coming from her house. Oh boy. I have to go now. See you tomorrow then. I'll be there on Sunday. I'll always be there. She turns away and hastily goes into her house. Standing there alone in that beautiful neighborhood, I'm filled with a mix of emotions. I would say this day went well, but I have the feeling that something was missing. Maybe this is the feeling she was describing. Potentially. Sunday. Let's go. It's literally going to go through all the days, and I'm guessing it's like the final day. Which would be the 7th day, or maybe chapter 7, as it would be. Since there's probably no separate acts in this. I doubt it. A week has passed since I first went to that pool with Sayori and Monika. Alrighty. I guess technically I could just save right here. It should be fine. As long as the game doesn't break. Please. Is the game... Okay. It... Oh god. It's like the game... Okay, ignore it. You know what? Fine. I'll save right there. Okay, yeah, there's some issue going on here. Hold up. Oh my god. Okay, fine. You know what? Okay, I guess I can't save my game quite literally. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end it here, I guess. I do not know why it will not let me save. But I will see you guys next time, I guess. Hopefully I could figure this out. I don't know what's going on with this. Hopefully I don't have to like do something. I don't know. To fix this. I mean, I'll try to fix this, but we'll see. Alright, I'll guess see you guys until then.